You are now listening to the Drunken Monks Podcast.
Whew. Good evening, folks.
Hello.
Hello. I feel a little clean.
Why
clean
you feel
today.
clean?
Because I'm wearing white and I'm blue.
Oh, I thought finally you took a shower.
I mean, I did that
Been
too.
long enough.
I did that too. I mean,
Okay.
luckily, y'all can't smell me, apparently. She's the only one that got to suffer.
Smells like flowers.
Hey, people, my name is Marlo Brown.
Denise Fiber.
Denise Fiber. We are the Drunken Monks, and welcome back to another episode this week. We're gonna go quick, fast, and dirty because apparently there's a lot to talk about. And first, a little bit of housekeeping, of course. Thank you to the sponsor. Thank you for the brands. Definitely the Black Label, which I'm on here this evening. I'm on a hot toddy.
Okay.
A hot toddy. Do you know what it is?
No.
Not a clue.
No.
All right. So I think in Holland it's called a Varma whiskey, and then basically what it is cloves, lime, honey, scotch, and a little bit of warm water. And normally you'd drink it if you got a cold or like a flu or in the winter. For some reason,
All of the three above are applicable in this situation?
none of the above.
Okay.
Because we're not in winter and I'm not sick. So
Well, actually, I think we are in winter, so okay, you're excused.
I mean,
November, December, January is
technically,
it's
yeah,
winter.
but by a degree or two, we drop, like temperature. There's no real discernible. Yeah,
Well,
and it rains, and it rains a
Yeah?
little more. That's it. It's not really winter like around here, man. It's not. I don't dread going outside. Let's say that.
yeah, okay. But the evening breeze is very nice and cool.
Yeah, man, for sure. No, but I am enjoying definitely what is going on right here, right now. Like I said, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fresh. And I gotta ask you what you were drinking this evening too as well.
I'm drinking the Caribbean Smooth Dwarves.
Wow.
with,
Look how beautiful that she turns it to the camera, y'all, so that y'all could see.
professional. With some good old black cocaine and some lime.
Black cocaine? As in Coca-Cola.
Yes, but I don't want to make.
We need to be clear about this. We need to be clear.
Okay,
And
they're not
especially-
sponsoring, so.
Yeah, no, but I mean, Coke is a normal thing. Well,
Well,
Both of
we
them.
need to be clear.
Both of them. Both of them. Fuck it.
Clear.
both of them, fuck it. All right,
okay.
so then, that is definitely what we're drinking this evening. Hopefully that you maybe pour one with us. Consider the brands, of course. Get it out the way. Gotta say, at least I want to.
Okay, go.
Gotta say
Go.
a big up to the boys from Makaya Kaya and from Badio Hotel here on the island. They had a party here last Saturday. I was in attendance, and I have to admit, it was a good time. It was a good time post-COVID. It was a good time to know that everybody was there still to be able to get back. Wasn't no nonsense. Wasn't no kind of back and forth. Even down to the use of the QR codes, whether you agree with it or not, but at least the bureaucracy ran smooth in that particular case. So I was glad to see that. And like I said, just to see some old friends, some old acquaintances. So it was dope, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So to Clayton and the boys, yo, good job. One last thing. In this evening, this is we're recording on the Tuesday, and over the weekend, a particular story broke out too, which technically should be in our purview.
Okay.
And that would be the riots that broke out in Rotterdam. And I have to say that we were thinking about doing it, but at the end, and if I may be so bold as to speak on your behalf, me and Denise, we had discussed it, and we're like, okay, look, a riot broke out. It is an interesting story. It is top story, but at the
It's
same
not an
time,
interesting story. We've been through this. We've covered
about
it
to get there.
extensively. This is just entitled people who ain't got nothing to do. This is just man fearing loss of their manlyhood. So, no, it's not an interesting topic at all.
how did you get loss of their manlyhood in between all of that?
Because why are you going on the streets and breaking shit?
Boredom?
And then why is that? Why are you not playing Mensen Erger Je Niet?
Because breaking shit looks prettier. I don't know, dude. I don't.
Because breaking shit.
It does. It does
supposedly
not
is manly.
listen. It does. No. What had me? Okay. Let me just say this and done for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
What had me is yet again. These fools got caught on camera. They got over 100 arrests that came out of that thing because everybody was uploading shit to social media. I knew of the rela as they were going on because people sent me shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, real talk. Like, that's not gangster. Like, you are not supposed to.
That's not gangster.
It's not gangster. You basically snitching on yourself. That's not supposed to be done. But all right, amen. God bless. We're not talking about it because again, it's been spoken to death.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people, we've done the housekeeping. On with the show.
Yes.
All right, first topic of the evening. I mean, it could be boring, but I think it's important enough that we both need to kind of like dive into it just a bit, and especially, I think you and I have maybe not differing perspectives, but there's enough of a difference between you and I that we can give involves hook from certain like angles. And the long short of it is that I'll start with this. The government of Curacao had announced today, if I'm not mistaken, that they're going to have a press conference tomorrow, again, Tuesday into Wednesday. And the topic of the press conference is the rising prices that was supposed to be coming, that has been being signaled ever since about, maybe 2 months, a month or something like that?
Yeah, longer than a month.
Right. And for those that don't know, I guess you might be living under a rock. Basically, the whole world is going through it right now for two sides. While Corona exacerbated something, it's not the only reason, but inflation combined with shortages because of the various parts of the shipping industry took a beating with the Corona, and they're having hell to fill certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
Truck drivers, people to work at the docks to be able to loss, like that type of thing. Combined with everything else is like, right now prices is gonna hit everybody a little hard, and now it's Curaçao's time to pay the piper, it seems. I think this is an interesting story because it's not just us, it's worldwide. But I think here, of course, it has its certain kind of proclivities where a lot is concerned. This is the story. I would give you the first word if you don't mind, and then see what you got to say about it, or if you even say that you're gonna feel it or not. If you think that it's important, if you think that is a blip, it's gonna be temporary, like that type of thing.
Of course, we're gonna feel it. Of course, it's not gonna be temporary because all these price rises are never temporary. I think it's always very interesting how they say, we gotta adjust the prices because the price of oil gone up. We gotta adjust the prices because some other resource like the grondstof,
Right.
Price gone up.
Which is what happened by Voorbeeld with electronics this past year, because there was a chip shortage because of a particular grondstof as well.
And then when the price goes down again, like the price of oil, it fluctuates.
Right.
So when that goes down, the prices are not going down. So once the price, like the store prices are not going down. So once they crack up the prices, it's gonna be,
that forever
rising
never,
from
like,
there. It's
amen.
never going back how it was. So I feel this is indeed it is a worldwide thing. So it's not Curacao specific.
Right.
But we're in a specific situation that we have to import everything that we use.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So
I mean, most things we do make some things here. There's farming when it comes to certain food stuff. It's nowhere near enough. Lord, she's giving me the look, y'all. God damn. But look,
we do farm, but this is not. I cannot.
It's not sustainable. It's not
that.
sustainable. Right.
So so you have that, and so the supermarket association has been saying for months, more than 2 months, for months already that there's going to be a
Mackie Borscht nut.
hike in the prices and container Business is going to be super expensive because they have to make up for their losses during COVID. I think they expect a record Vince, the record profit in the shipment sector. And no, I forgot the point that I was going to make. So yeah, it's not unique to us, but I feel that merchants here or business people here are gonna abuse the situation. Yes,
But I mean,
the prices are going to rise, but they're gonna throw I don't know what on top of it. Let's say the price of a certain product will rise 1 guilder, and they'll
They'll
make
put
it
three.
3.
Right. No,
So-
but that's kind of historic, toch? Like that's kind of normal. Gang van zaken is like, okay. Let me preface this by asking a question first before I might put my foot in my mouth like I normally do.
Yes.
Do we have a consumentenbond here?
Yes. So daar gaat je hele verhaal al.
No, not really. Not a verhaal. It's more like
Well, the point you was gonna make.
more kind of curiosity, like because look, I definitely, I'm always on the side of the little guy. Like I'm always on the side of the little, right or wrong, but I'm always on the side of the little guy. And just as you said, that there are abuses that are gonna come, there are abuses that are going to take place, but these abuses can either be kind of minimalized or could be cooled off if you have an effective consumentenbond, because that's who that's supposed to
No.
work for. No.
Like how can an effective consumentenbond cool shit off?
Well, how much authority do they have? Because like, are they just writing reports, or do they work like in Nederland that if they find egregious things, they can signal and bird dog to like, hey, yo, they gotta lose a license, they gotta get boycott, they gotta get
Yeah,
this, or they
but
gotta
how
get
can
that.
you do that? Like, there's free market, so how can you lose a license? We have the Makuto Básico, so the basic baskets. There are I don't know how many products.
Bread, cheese, milk, like that type of thing.
Yeah, rice, flour.
Right.
Like
The
basic
sanitary
stuff.
napkins too, right?
I hope so. Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm not sure. I think it was probably lately. Maar dan moet je ook even kijken, because you can have a variation.
Right.
You need a cheap one, but if you want to sell the more expensive one, it's possible.
Right.
So you have the Makuto Básico, and that's regulated by law. That there are maximum prices for those items.
Right.
But if it's not those items, then what can even in Holland, as you make the reference, what can I say? You
No, but
cannot
in
tell
Holland-
me what price I have to put on my products.
No, but wait a minute. But in Holland, there's two mechanisms, one inside of the consumentenbond and one outside of the consumentenbond.
Okay.
The one inside of the consumentenbond is that, from what I've seen from in my years in Nederland and beyond, is like they write reports to a particular end. So if they suspect abuse in a particular industry or in a particular line or whatever have you, they might not be able to crack the whip, but they could signal the abuse. They could be like, yo, we have taken these 500 verkoop punten. We have checked them against the world market kind of median for price.
Yeah.
We have double checked what it takes to make this. We have double checked as much as we can forensically to find out what marketing goes into it, and they break down the price. And they usually tend to be on point where that one is concerned. They have the expertise, dan zeg maar.
Yeah.
And then with that, you read the report, depending on what it is, or a news outlet picks up the report. They make sensation like out of it, and then all of a sudden, oh, them trying to rob you with peanut butter, and then all of a sudden the peanut butter price like goes down. Like again, you check with me. Like I've seen that take place. Like I've seen that be effective.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, competition in Holland automatically kind of helps that as well.
That's what I was going to say.
Right. Like basically, like because you could make the abuse if you want, but then all of a sudden Charlie understands, yo, if I just drop my shit by 50% and there's no Sam's waiting or whatever, I drop my shit by 50%, I could knock out he in the neighborhood. And that sense of competition does not get too out of hand because you could do what you want. And especially nowadays where historically culturally, Dutch people have been known to find a bargain. Like, let me say like that.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
But now with like forums and internet and Facebook and everything else, people will share the wealth. People are like, hey, yo, Dread, that player's got the best one. That player's got the best one. And so those two mechanisms keep merchants in line a bit. Here, we don't have... I know that the second mechanism doesn't really kick in. I don't know about the first. And that hence me asking, do we have a consumentenbond and how effective is it here? You check one man. But
yeah, I think they only write reports because they don't have any, as far as I know, they don't have other tools. I could be wrong. And also, I think it's Mayo, or it could be Consumentenbond, I'm not sure. There's a consumers organization, I'm not sure which.
Right.
Mayo is the Ministry of Economic Development. I think every month or very regularly, they make a list public. They publicize a list with the cheapest supermarkets.
oh, word.
Really. And then they give a whole overview with the products as well. And you can see tomatoes, you see Albert Heijn, Esperamo, Centrum, Bombini Supermarket.
Right.
Or like the big supermarkets. Usually Bombini Supermarkets is the cheapest.
Yeah, I'd like to know what his secret sauce is. Because from the minute that I got here, that was the one thing I was told. Listen, you want cheap? Bombini. Just
Yeah,
go there
but
and
everything
just...
in Bombini is packed on top of each other. It's like super cool. No, that's why.
Het is niet fijn shoppen.
No, and especially in Corona times, that's not the place to go.
Like it's niet fijn shoppen. Alright, but I have... Wait a minute. But then in that... Like with that same type of denkwijze, I have a question. Like... Or rather, I have an observation.
All right.
So Consumentenbond make the reports, right? But nobody don't really fuck with it down here, right? That's the feeling.
Maybe?
Maybe you dare not answer that one because
No,
you don't fuck with it.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I would not. I don't know. So
Like, but and it's not a dig, but it's a testament to your success. You don't really got to think about it that hard. Like you don't really
See?
got to double check it and one other so. And that ultimately is where, like I said, as I started in the beginning, I'm on the side of the small guy. Like I'm wondering about these taxes, cause price hikes are gonna come, salary hikes are gonna not come.
nope. True.
And
true,
that
true.
ain't even close to a joke. Like that, if people are gonna keep being paid the same thing, even with inflation adjustment, like is like 2%, 2.6%, like every year, like something like that, at best. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I wanted to say at best.
Right. It depends on who, how, what, and one and so, but it's not gonna go nowhere. You check.
Yeah.
So again, like there's an argument to be had from people that I like and that I trust. I don't agree with it, but there's an argument to be had in that there's like a welfare state here. Like
We're trying, but
no, but not in the good sense. Not in the good sense. Like, or rather, there's welfare abuse, and
okay,
not like a
explain,
little
please,
bit.
Please.
No,
explain.
there's like this is what has struck me with. I've heard of this in my travels,
Yeah.
but I've never heard of it being so institutionalized as it is here.
What?
And apparently, there's a hustle when it comes to welfare. Like, there's a, like, what it was. There was a point in time back in the 90s that there was a great flight of a lot of Curacalians going from here to Holland.
Yeah. The
Why? Because
ending of the 90s. Yeah.
right, because they heard that that the welfare kind of benefits are a lot stronger up there.
Well, that's a bit unnuanced because it was
but
a
like I said,
high unemployment rate, mass firing, like dismissals of people.
Right.
So heavy bezuiniging within government apparatus all across the board. So yeah.
A bunch of like a bunch of austerity measures and whatnot.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, no, but even without but I wouldn't know that nuance because again, I get it third hand at this point. You check
Yeah.
what I mean?
Okay.
Right, but no, but that is just one example
But
of.
what are you going to say? What is your welfare? I don't know
No,
what the word is that you
because
use.
there's like from what I've gathered,
See?
and again, people, please feel free to comment, right? But from what I've gathered is like there's like a narrative being told among locals themselves, be it lower middle class, up a little. Like everybody looks down on poverty on the island if you're local here. The reason being is because they get the idea that that the ones at the lowest rungs are lazy. That like literally, this is what was told to me, that there are enough of them that is a problem that they make abuse of the fact that, oh, if I get a kid, I get this much extra, basically welfare, like in a month.
That is spoken from somebody who is in a position of extreme privilege and who does not know how the world works, because
I would tend to agree.
You get shit money for money here. Like kinderbijslag is nothing.
I would tend
Understand, so social benefits is nothing.
I would tend to agree.
Pension is nothing. So
I would tend to agree, but at the same time, it's still a narrative that lives. If it reaches my ears, because I'm not within the poorest, I'm not within the privileged, but if it reaches my ears,
the privileged, yes, not the richest.
I'm not okay. Fine. We can argue like about that then. But what I'm saying is that it's a narrative that lives. It's a narrative that is that breathes.
Yeah.
And for me, I wonder what's gonna happen to quote unquote the poorest of us all when these price hikes come. I definitely wonder what is gonna happen to those that are stuck in like that like kind of purgatory zone, where you're not quite in poverty, you're not quite in lower middle class, and is like a schommeling een beetje.
What's going to happen is you're going down to poverty.
Probably, and I don't know what to do with that.
Nobody knows, because the government was handing out support during COVID.
Sowieso.
And that stopped. The Minister of Social Welfare has said, money done. I don't know money done, but that has stopped. So
no, but a lot of the programs like have stopped, toch? No?
See, a lot of them have been stopped.
It's like because we're not locked down like anymore. Like that was the thing. Like it was a response to us having to be locked down, but we're not locked down. Like even with the spikes that has happened in the last couple of months, we've been out and about. We just can't be out till.
Yeah, you bigged up a party just now.
Yeah, I mean no, but now God bless, like our numbers. God bless, in this week, in these last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, numbers have been relatively low. I mean, we had a little spike last week from like I think Tuesday till Friday, but again, it's been kind of steady-ish, up down. At like about 100 infected and a certain amount at the hospital. That's not too crazy. So I guess there's that, But what I'm saying is like, those benefits that you speak of, they're gone. I don't even think. I think that Voedselbank is really still kind of kicking, but the hype around it is definitely gone. Nobody ain't really thinking about it much no more.
Except for the people with hunger who are hungry,
obviously. But I'm saying that like a lot of the hype and the fad and let's help these people, I think people have gone back to their regular lives, and I'm always on the side of the little guy.
Yeah.
The marginalized are at the margins again. Like, if that makes any sense. Like,
were they ever not there?
No, but I mean, you had a moment to put a highlight to certain things, and that moment is gone. Like that's what I'm feeling, and I don't think. I think that's the point that I'm trying to get to. I don't think that this price hike is gonna put up spotlight back on the marginalized. I think most people, like the biggest amount of people that are going to complain would be either the middle class or the privileged.
That are going to complain?
Yeah, that are going to complain about this. That are going to complain that they can't go to West Point this weekend, or they can't go to West Point twice in a month.
Okay.
Like instead of like, you know what I mean?
And what's going to happen with the poorest
honestly,
of the poor?
I don't know. I will tell you this much. government got a task ahead of them, and especially this particular government. The reason being is because they were elected by these people.
By the people, for the people, through the people, under the people, over the people, behind the people, before the people. People.
So you're trying out to be an English teacher.
Something. No, but that was
all
their thing.
All the prepositions.
Pueblo, something Pueblo.
No,
Pueblo.
but I think the government is gonna have nothing worse than unrest, and nothing breeds unrest quicker than hunger. That's all it is, and yeah, just
You're fearing unrest now?
not maybe unrest, but definitely a heating up of the situation. Like I definitely am not gonna be comfortable just driving. Like maybe crime might kick up again. You know, maybe dumb decisions get done. Maybe people are less inclined to be happy, especially with Christmas coming and whatnot. You know, like people might have a sour time like of it. So you might see foolishness. Like you might see violence. You might see certain things. Maybe not to an extreme. Maybe not to like, yo, Dread, people are gonna be robbing banks and shit. But definitely maybe an atraco or two. Definitely maybe a fight or two, or like a skirmish or two. Maybe a misunderstanding. Definitely maybe, you know,
I'm not hearing anything that's not already happening, but okay.
No, but not that it's not happening, but like a uptick.
Okay,
like
well,
you know, like there's an uptick that might go down or whatever. Like that historically, that is what has happened when these things go down. You check what I mean? Well, folks them gotta eat no matter what it is. Folks them gotta eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're done with this subject. Like you're
a little bit, and I'm thinking, damn, I'm privileged because I'm not even going there. I'm not thinking about fights and Hunger Games. So
Hunger Games, you say?
I mean,
literally,
it's gonna be tight for a lot of us. A lot of us are going to have to adjust the way we live. But I'm not.
No.
I'm not in that doom scenario that you allude to.
I always think these things, and I always hope I'm wrong. Like I'm not looking forward to what I'm saying. Like I'm not looking forward to it or whatnot. I hope I'm wrong. I genuinely hope I'm wrong. And in that, yeah, let me be the crazy old doomsayer. You know what I mean? Like I would gladly take that role. But Lord help us if I'm right. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I always liken myself to Bernard. The Bernard? Benjamin. There we go.
Franklin?
Benjamin from Animal Farm. He was the old cantankerous donkey that kept kind of cryptically warning nothing changes.
Yeah.
And like revolution came and revolution went and revolution came again and everything went back the same way. And like Benjamin was the only one like, see, I told y'all nothing changes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah. All right, I think that we've come to a natural end because my partner definitely isn't engaging with this shit no more.
No, I just want to see which cocktails are going to be made this week.
Yeah, all right. So with that being said, we turn to the white shot. We turn to our audience once again, and we say, we'll be right back.
For the Rob Roy at your favorite bar.
All right, everybody, we're back.
Wow, you didn't even let me clap.
No. No. Clap if you're feeling happy. What is it?
Yeah, toch? All right.
No.
Hey, folks, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, man. Marlo, I see you got your grandpa drink out of the way.
Wow. You calling me old now?
Not you, the drink.
But the drink is old. Fuck you. I'm gonna tell you full-throatedly, fuck you. It's a good drink.
Tell me, fuck me. Tell me, use Satisfyer Pro 2. Dat bedoel je te zeggen.
You pro, huh?
Satisfyer Pro 2. Google it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, salute it out. Only real players know what.
Girls, if you don't know.
Yeah, Google it, boy.
Yeah,
Yo,
get yourself a little Christmas present.
Yo, for real. Don't fuck with the rest, fuck with the best. God damn. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
You were trying to infer that I changed my drink.
Yes, what you drinking?
Yes, all right, folks. Tequila with bitter lemon. I got a little bit of the Don Julio, which is also part of our sponsorship. And
Ay, kikiki!
that's racist.
Oh, no. I'm black. I'm
Black people can't be racist.
No.
Yo, di kong chino, di kong no, no meneer.
Okay, I apologize to the entire Mexican nation.
You should.
I'm so very sorry.
You should. Even
I'm
though,
very
do we
much-
have any Mexicans here, man? Nee, toch?
Yeah, wel.
Ja, misschien een paar. Misschien...
Yeah, we even have a Mexican honorary
Consulate?
consul.
Word?
Yep.
Do you know the address?
Yeah, I think it is
'Cause
on the Schottegatweg, like by Vandy's, like by Rio Canario.
Right.
If you drive from the Vandy's gas stations to the direction of Goisco,
Right.
it's going to be on your left-hand side, I think, because there's always a big Mexican flag. And in my previous job, I used to deal with consuls a lot, and I know the honorary consul. I never looked to see where his office is, but there I always saw a big flag, so I'm assuming it's there.
Yo, word. All right, cool. Well, big up to our Mexican brethren. Hopefully you don't
And
see this.
sistren.
Yeah.
Nuestro hermanos.
Nuestro hermanos. That, like I guess that means our brothers.
Yes.
All right, boom. Nah, but that's me. Like, that's what I'm drinking right now. Like, you're on the
I know
same,
the same
no?
thing, yeah, man.
Yeah, toch? Yeah, man, it's an easy night. We're not going too hard. We're just kind of taking it slow and low.
We're going hard on the subjects.
Okay, then
Okay.
then you go with the next one because you seem excited. So
Well, not really, but okay. Where to start? Our beloved Minister of Health, Environment, and Nature, Mrs. Doctor, I should say. She's actually a GP. Doctor.
Wait, isn't this the same one that refused to give her like vaccination status?
Hashtag privacy.
No,
Yeah.
word, right?
No, it's the same lady.
Okay, all right. So
This
then let
is
me
her-
sit back for this one.
This is her like 500 faux pas because this is a minister of.
Does she get a free one with a card or something?
She got it in a Happy Meal. She is a Minister of Health. The government's COVID response has been from the get-go, vaccinate.
Right.
This lady obviously is not vaccinated because she refuses to disclose her vaccination status. And
Right.
she is right. You do not have to disclose this very personal information.
Right.
You have the right to privacy.
Right.
But you cannot be a minister of health that is supposed to push the vaccine and then be very secretive about your status. Because now, since she hasn't said it, she keeps saying it's her privacy, then you can infer that she is not not vaccinated.
At the very least, you can speculate. Like
And
at the very
then-
least, you can
But
speculate.
then you ask yourself, why are you not vaccinated? Then you can say, yeah, but my personal choice is not to be vaccinated because I don't think. Why not? Because obviously you don't think it's good for you.
Right.
You think there are other more effective ways.
Okay.
But how do you think for you there are more effective ways, but you're here to poison your people? I mean,
It causes
yeah.
cognitive dissonance. It
not
causes
even a cognitive dissonance. It's just like people are like, what the fuck is going on? Why, So it causes confusion.
which is okay.
Yeah,
look.
but-
I like my big word, but it's the same thing. It's like yeah.
No.
Like you want this here, but you're doing that here. Like it's just, and it's almost a hypocrisy kind of. Like it's
so
almost
then the government said, you know what, Mrs. Minister of Health, you are not to speak of COVID anymore.
Oh, word.
The Minister of Health in a health crisis is not supposed to talk about the health crisis.
Her assistant is
the Prime Minister is now dealing with all the COVID-related questions.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, fine. Dus dat is number 1. That is our introduction to Minister of Health.
All right.
Number 2, she was telling people, I think especially the unvaxxed, that just stay healthy. Just eat healthier, drink less juice, and what?
Definitely a message that'll slat on here, like
in the middle of a
people
pandemic,
drink juice in the place of water.
I mean,
here.
she has
come on.
valid points that we need to be
Health conscious.
healthier, and she was
Right.
like, yeah, just use herbs, not the Bob Marley herbs, but just use like
which actually could help too. But fuck
just
it, you know?
use bush tea, just use garlic, that kind of way, right?
Mhm.
Then she came out with suggesting.
But does that have anything to do with the story that we're talking about?
No,
here?
but I'm just want to paint a picture.
Oh, so you're trying to give
I want to give context. I want to
Context!
introduce you to our
Context.
wonderful,
Context.
capable Minister of Health.
All right.
Then she came with a suggestion that people can use ivermectin. Ivermectin, what is the thing called?
Ivermectin. Yeah.
Yes, ivermectin. Then all the doctors on Curacao got very upset, and they sent her a very
Blistering letter.
yes, like doctor, like why our minister? What are you saying? There is no scientific evidence. Blah 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 blah. Then the prime minister had to correct and say, yeah. The policy of government is not to use ivermectin. But this is not reading, eh? This is already 3 things that
I must have been working because I didn't like I knew of the first one, kind of knew of the second one. I didn't know about the third one with the ivermectin. Like I didn't know about that at all.
Anyway, I think after that one, probably the minister said, okay, this is enough. Don't talk about COVID no more.
Right.
So, okay.
Right.
Now, the minister has taken it upon herself to give an instruction to people she should not have given an instruction to. I will give the cases, like I will give a short overview of the case. Won't go into the details because it's a long story and a little bit ingewikkeld, a little bit complex.
Right.
But the story is there used to be a foundation of the government that was dealing, or different foundations that were dealing with health insurance and health services.
Right.
When Curacao got its autonomous status in 2010, it was the idea that one of those foundation, or that 2 of those foundations should merge together.
Right.
In the merging, it was discovered that one of the foundation was missing a lot of money. Because now you're merging, so they have to sort out what are the finances, who is getting what part of which pot, where are all the goods going to and the
Right.
finances going to.
Right.
Apparently about 11 million guilders is missing.
Oof.
Taxpayers' money, like money from the government, so it's our money.
That
Taxpayers'
could
money.
buy a house.
A couple of houses. And a couple of, you could
That
buy
could
some
buy a
very
house, Lord.
nice things with a decent car,
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
so
so
11 million missing.
2 people were put in charge to investigate and to try to find out where the money is. They found out that 3 former, I don't know if it's employees or probably board members got the money. Well, the money disappeared
In their hands.
So the instruction to these 2 persons, the liquidators, so the persons who have to sort the affairs of this foundation that no longer exists.
Right.
Their task was to get the money back from these 3 persons. So that means you go to court, you sue them, and they have to pay the money back.
You hold them liable, basically.
Exactly.
Right.
And they went to court, and then in first instance, they were ordered to pay. All of them were ordered to pay millions. And I guess they appealed. And in the second instance, I'm not sure if all of them got their verdict, but okay. the verdicts that are out there are very favorable for the country. So money has to be paid back.
Right.
In the
Money that we
meantime-
can use to, by the way, because
sorry?
cash that we can use to, by the way,
Yeah, hell
because
yeah.
we're a little low.
We're failliet.
Yeah.
Bankrupt tot en met.
Yeah,
So
like we're a little
anyway,
low. We're a little
money
low.
has to go back. Goed. In the meantime, in between time, there's still some court cases pending, but whatever has already been decided is in favor of the country. Like, money has to come back. In the meantime, in between time, they they froze the assets of those people because,
Right.
as you know, you have to pay back large sums of money, and if you don't do nothing, the money will disappear. Poof! By the time you
I'm
get
broke.
the
In a mink
verdict,
coat.
I'm
Yeah.
broke. So
I'm
there's
broke in
a
a mink
lien
coat.
on the.
Yeah.
You call it a lien?
Yeah, like you put a lien. Like you put a
You
lien
put a lien on the money. Now, this very lovely minister has now decided. She sent a letter to these two liquidators, telling them to stop the court proceedings, to give up all the rights that the court has given them to the other person. So give up the money, like stop asking, stop forwarding, stop getting the money back, and also to unfreeze the assets that were frozen. This is what the minister did.
This is what the
And
minister did, and this was like
This is a couple of days ago.
a couple of days ago.
So everybody in rep and roer. So everybody's like, "Oh my God, this cannot be." So it's against corporate governance. It's not the idea that politicians are going to interfere.
Appointed.
Appointed.
Let's be clear about that.
True.
There is for those that have never really given any thought to your civics class, there's a difference between elected and appointed. Elected is a lot more special than appointed. Appointed could be exchanged a dime a dozen.
Could be anyone, as we clearly see in this case.
Yeah, we will get to that because I plan on tearing this one like a whole new asshole
Okay.
too, like as well. But appointed is like you could change it into a dime a dozen, but elected is kind of like you are anointed by the people. So even though that you might be an asshole, but people chose that asshole. So
Yeah.
an elected official still has a certain amount of clout, a certain amount of weight, a certain amount of gravita as opposed to an appointed one. And this
Yeah.
particular, and ministers, for those that don't know, are appointed instead of elected. So let's be clear about that.
It's not the idea that these politicians are going to interfere with the dealings, not on this level of the government foundations. A.
Right.
Two, there is this little thing called trias politica.
Would you like to tell us about that, Professor?
Well,
Well, brief and quick and dirty. Not no dissertation.
okay, basically, there's the idea that you have to separate the powers. So you have the executive branch, you have the legislative branch, and the judicial
branch. Right.
Dus, wetgevende, uitvoerende en rechtsprekende macht. And it is separated to avoid abuses. It is the idea that all these different powers can check one another.
Right.
If you put it all in one hand, like who's going to check what's going on?
Who watches the watchman? basically.
Exactly. And now the minister is going to sit on the chair of the judge. The minister is giving all kind of order that she's not even authorized to give. So people called her out on her bullshit. Now what happens from the ministry? Another letter goes out to these two guys who have to arrange the whole dealings with the foundation. And it says, well, the problem basically is that you two are not authorized. Your authorization, the bevoegdheid, expired a couple of years ago. But that was never mentioned in the first instance. And even if that is mentioned, it does not take away that you're still not handling accordance to corporate governance. And you're still, disrespecting the democracy, the trias politica. And
right.
eventjes, to round off, I had another point that I forgot. So you can
Take it over from here.
go.
I can go. I'm still trying to figure. Nope.
Yeah.
Don't got it. All right. Well, and I'm sorry for interrupting you because I think I might have killed like your point, and that was not it. But okay, so
Oh, wait.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it back. All right.
I'm very
Take it.
tired today. That's why the mind.
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
No,
love. Take it away.
and the thing that I find most
Egregious.
egregious indeed is this is our money. The 11 million is supposed to come back. So the all ministers should act in the interest of the country, in the general interest
of the country, right?
in the general interest.
Right.
But now she's acting in the interest of three people who have to pay back millions. Why are you telling?
Which you done already,
the
like they've
guys-
already been convicted, is what it sounded like.
Yes.
And at the very least, it looks like you fucked over the country.
So
At the very least,
so, like-
but you're taking their side.
So yeah, why are
Yeah.
you are you giving more weight to people who stole money and letting them keep the money while our healthcare is in shambles?
All right.
See,
Okay. So
that's it.
you done?
I done.
And not like you're done as if I'm annoyed. Like I'm just trying to make sure I'm not cutting you across.
No go.
All right. It's been a while since I did one of these. It's been a while since, so I'll take my time a little bit with this one. Okay, where to start? First things first, right? And I can't believe I'm saying this. And to be clear, as all times, because I always give the caveat, not condoning any of this. Not condoning like any of this. But I've seen gangsters operate. And these have got to be the stupidest fucking gangsters that I've ever fucking met.
Well,
Like-
like who?
Wait,
Miss
no.
Dorothy ain't no gangster.
Wait, no. Let me
I
get
think
to
she
it.
lost her shoes to get home.
Let
That's the problem.
Let me get to it. The minister, the honorable minister, God bless, because we will respect the office. Maybe not
Oh, yeah,
her,
of
but we will
course.
respect the office.
No, always the office.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. But the honorable minister, right? I'm almost sure by your accounts, I'm almost sure that she's a puppet in this fucking thing.
Yes.
She's a mouthpiece.
Definitely.
She's a mouthpiece. This is not like she's not up at night worrying about these three people getting back their fucking money or not having a lien or what. She's not like, like sweating, oh God, but so and so boy, you try to feel for him. Nah. I am almost guaranteed. I'm willing to put money on the fact that the first initial shot of get this lien off these people, and then the second rebuttal of this is wrong because procedure. I don't think she wrote those letters.
No, definitely.
I don't think she wrote those letters.
Definitely
I
not.
don't think she wrote.
But that's
think,
the problem, eh? Because
wait,
ministers have
wait,
their
but then-
have their civil servants, have
Wait,
their
no,
advisors.
okay, fine,
That's not
but-
the issue.
No, it's not an issue, but it does speak to Handelsweise. It does speak to MO. It does speak to like a modus operandi. It sounds like a defense lawyer making a case, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? It sounds like an appeals lawyer. It sounds like
a lawyer who knows they lost and are losing. So let's stop the whole proceedings so that I don't have to lose anymore.
exactly. And it definitely sounds to me like somebody brought this particular issue to her and she brought it forward. And so she is now, and for whatever was promised behind closed doors, she was promised that, if you do this, this will happen. Now, I will go, this is, okay, now let's be honest and clear here, right? This is Drunken Monks going into some deep waters, and this is Drunken Monks going into some heavy speculation. We're not saying that none of this happened, but we're just talking amongst ourselves, right? Okay.
Mind you, drinking. We drinking.
We are drinking, and I will say hypothetically a lot, and allegedly a lot.
Okay.
Right? Just to cover our ass too where that one is concerned. But I hear me. No bullshit. Sounds to me like somebody bring her the case. It sounds to me, as has been proven over time in the past couple, since she's been sworn in, she is a pawn of the best, highest nature. She don't know shit about shit. She don't know how nothing runs. She don't know even the barest of protocol. The barest of branding, organization, messaging. None of that shit. She just is a person. She is Betsy DeVos and fucking
She is
Trump.
Betsy DeVos.
Like,
she is our very own Betsy DeVos.
yo, it does sound to me
Yeah.
like she's our Betsy DeVos. It
Yep.
sounds to me, and for those that don't know, Betsy DeVos was like education minister that didn't believe in education. Fuck it, like in the States, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for real, like it sounds to me like she's somebody's fucking puppet. Like it sounds to me like it's like somebody's pulling out those strings. You check what I mean?
Definitely.
And it sounds to me like maybe not installed as such, but as long as she's there, make use of it. That, oh, we got a minister, we could put some weight behind what we're trying to do. You check what I mean? Now, I ain't gonna go into speculation as who is pulling the fucking strings because I like my life. And some of her party members live right in the back of me, so fuck that. You check-
Well, I can speculate.
Yeah, no, well,
I've read on the socials.
mm,
People have been commenting on the socials.
yeah, toch?
Kaya Tapapia.
Kaya Tapapia? Oh, all right.
So
boom.
I've heard that there is mafia. Okay, and I'm not even saying anything.
New.
There's mafia money behind of Gerrit Schotten, the former party leader.
Oh, him?
And- Yeah.
I don't know about him.
You know?
Who is he?
No.
What are you talking about? Nah, fucking
And,
y'all the bullshit. The bullshit.
It could very well be that these people who are behind the original part, I don't know how the thing's structured now.
Right.
Like you have a new captain. He tried to
Also
distance-
allegedly.
He tried to allegedly. Well, he tried to
Also
publicly
allegedly.
distance himself from
Also
the
allegedly.
previous leadership.
Right.
But you never know how the lines run. So it could very well, like, I read the letter that was sent, and I was like, it sounded like it was written by a lawyer.
Now sowieso.
And
Sowieso.
the minister, she came out with these two crazy letters.
No, but I mean
And
to say,
then-
but wait. Let me unpack that for 2 seconds, yeah? I make statement. Statement gets backlash. I neither address backlash nor the case, but I address a particular loophole.
Mm-hmm.
That alone is lawyer. Anybody that knows how court cases go is like win, not necessarily that it's slimy, but is like win by any means necessary. And especially where it comes to
But
defense.
this is not a very good lawyer. Well, no, this is a lawyer who
No, but I mean,
who overestimated himself and underestimated the people. You're thinking of people stupid. That's your problem. You're thinking of people stupid.
now that could be said on a grander scale, but let me leave that one alone. But yeah, you do think that the people are stupid because outside of law circles, outside of intelligentsia circles, outside of maybe certain circles here who might be patriotic and follow this shit and whatnot and so, who the fuck is gonna make hay about this? Who is going to be like, oh, this bitch way out of line? They're gonna grumble, they're gonna complain, the common man, and especially for the sensationalism that might be brought for it from different outlets, and we all got our outlets. So like, you know, well-to-do people read like Antilliaanse Dagblad. Other well-to-do people read Amigo. Common man reads Extra. Reads the really common man reads kind of like like a Vigilante. And what was the other one named? The one with the red text or
Noble
whatever.
of Sabala.
Noble, right? You know what I mean?
Sure.
So there's sensationalism to be had across the board.
He's not judgmental and also not very stereotypical. But continue your story.
No, but would you like to argue with me on that particular point?
I think everybody reads Extra. Only the Dutch people who can read Papiamento. I think well-to-do people, as you put it.
But Extra got its own
read
version.
Amigo and Extra.
No, but its own. Listen, but Extra got its own version of let's call it spin.
Mm-hmm.
It has its own version of spin, and
But
I've seen it happen.
Voor de zogenaamde intellectual-achtig,
Ja.
de image of intellect, laten we zeggen. It's amigo.
Pseudo-intellectuals is what I like to call
It's
them.
amigo, but if you really want to know what's going on in Curacao, you read the extra.
Word. All right, cool.
Okay, we digress. Back to
Right.
the point.
No, but I think that for real, that it'll make hay, but it won't make hay for long. And while there was outrage, while there is folks that are like, yo, Dredd, you can't, again, 3 years fucking politicas. This is above and beyond fucking corruption. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? While we've stopped that and we've stopped certain things and they tried, I don't think that they're gonna. Whoever that's trying to protect these boys from paying back this money, I don't think that they're gonna stop.
No, they're not gonna stop because
I don't think, and I think that this was like their first best chance, and they took it. They tried to see, like, let's see if it works, let's see if it's not. But if anything, there is, again, I truly feel that if she gotta take heat, let her fucking take heat, because you're a fucking adult and you put yourself there. But at the same time, you're a pawn. Like, understand that you're a pawn, allegedly. Understand that you're a pawn, hypothetically. You know what I mean? Possibly. People are kaya tapap here. You know what I mean? Like, you are a fucking pawn. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Like, you need to understand that you are being set up for failure. You need to understand that there's no good outcome for you. They don't want to say it themselves.
I don't want to say there's no good outcome for you.
Word?
Because I've given a very colorful introduction. The woman's still there.
Correct. She's still there. She will get a pension. Give her that.
Pension.
Give her that.
Her, she's set. No worries.
She's set for life.
okay.
But at the same fucking time, I can't live with that fucking dirt on my name, man. I can't live with me being all kinds of assery out on the road. If I'm to live by assery, it's by my own. It's not by somebody giving me assery to get. I'll do this. You know what I mean? Not like, yo, Dredd. Hey, Marlo, say this for us there, please. This is somebody putting you to say something.
Yep.
This is somebody putting you to try by other means than the courts. This is court case trial by another means. Don't fucking give me that. Don't fucking give me that, Dredd. This is and to come back to my point, to come back to where I started with this, because I really wanted to tear her like a new asshole. It's not gangster. This is not gangster.
No, but she ain't gangster.
But it's not just her.
You mean the
Who behind her too as well?
No, but you try now.
You're not gangster.
You're not going full blown. No, listen. You're not going full blown gangster.
None of you motherfuckers watch The Wire. You come for the king, you best not miss.
Mar, what is gangster? What in this case
gangster,
would have been gangster?
Listen to me. Zoe Zoe. Gangster would have never reached this fucking far. A gangster would have been like, oh, the money gone and we can't find it. Gangster would have been beyond creative, friggin' like bookkeeping and accounting, where it's so muddled and so confused, you can't even point to 3 fucking niggas. You can't do it. That is gangster. That is one. Gangster is also knowing not to pluck the golden goose dry or dead or whatever the fuck. Gangsters keep the fucking hustle going, keep a low profile, and let the grift happen over years.
I find it very sus that you know so much about gangster life.
Hey, yo, I came up with some folks. That's all I could say. Like
Snokey Snokes?
Who?
With Slimmy Slams?
Slimmy Slam. This is how I know you ain't in them streets at all. Ain't no nigga, I know. Snokey Snokes is Yo, you undercover nigga, get the fuck out. You ain't. My name is Snokey Snokes, nigga. Just leave. Just. No, but it's not get. No, look. I'm not, and I'll always say this. I don't condone shit, but I will say why I'm saying this. Right? I don't believe in doing bad, but Jesus Christ, if you can do bad, do it well. Like I'm like genuinely insulted. Yeah. When folks don't like how it name when man don't you're gonna do something, don't be caught out there, don't cheat and come home with lipstick on the collar. Don't.
Unless you want to be found out.
But this is kind of a point. Like, you want to get caught at this point. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
yeah, but the thing is that annoyed. Well, the whole thing is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But then the story now is like she didn't know about the Trias Politica. She forgot.
but what the fuck are you doing as a minister?
I'm like,
What the fuck, dude?
She is
high
learning.
school. That is 15 years old.
Yeah.
I had a book, Nos Gorbination of Kiko.
You had that in St. Martin?
Yo, we had it in St. Martin, Dread. My mother had that too. That was a Bible.
I still have it here.
But for real, that is one of the first page. The first page, they show you the fucking diagram or whatever the fuck. You understand what I mean? So don't come to me like you don't know this is a fucking minister.
Missed that class.
Nah, nigga, stop. You are a fucking Betsy DeVos. You are a mouthpiece. Allegedly.
But the sad part is...
Allegedly. Fuck.
But the sad part is you don't care. You just don't care.
Who, me?
No. The Betsy DeVos, allegedly.
Right.
The Curacao Betsy DeVos. Because, like, how can you come out and say, yeah, you're learning? You're learning.
You can't. This is not a... Listen. I like the audacity of this shit too. Let me put this last point before you put the benediction on this, right? Ain't no other important job that because I think it was either Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle made this joke. So it's not my joke. I'm just trying to retell it again, right? Ain't no other job that we're talking about cops. Yeah, cops, we're kind of learning as we go along, right? Ain't no other job that is important. Can you say that and get away with it? You can't say a pilot is going to go fly a plane.
Thing that I was thinking about.
And then just be like, yo, Dred, y'all just have some patience with me. I'm trying to figure this shit out as we fly. You ain't no contractor you going to hire to build your house. You be like, yo, Dred, give me a minute. I'm trying to figure this shit out as we go along. Ain't no nurse, ain't no doctor. If you gotta get fucking surgery, you be like, even if it's elective, even if it's like, yo, Dred, I want to get my titties lift and the Brazilian butt lift, you don't want to hear, yo, Dred, I'm figuring it out now. Yep. You do not want to hear that shit. Our politicians.
Sorry.
Our fucking politicians. We are given that fucking freedom. Like, yo, Dred, they learning on the job. Nigga.
You would hope. Hope that your best.
Nigga. Your brightest. Your best of your brightest.
Exactly. You would hope that sharing your country would be the best and the brightest that you have to offer.
And this is not a snob thing. This is because, let's be honest, just a caveat. Let's be honest and real. Education amongst us has always been amongst class lines as well. Yeah. And class lines has been...
But for God's sake, the woman is a doctor.
Doctor what? A doctor what?
No,
tell me,
she's a...
Tell me on what she's a doctor.
She is a general practitioner.
Okay. And even then you could be a fucking idiot because I've seen it. You know what I mean? Don't come to me with a monkey fuck. No,
but I mean about the class line. So we cannot say that she did not get a good education. No, but I'm saying nothing about med school, but to get into med school, there gaat een heel traject aan vooraf.
All the way comes back around in this one fucking way. The reason that they pick her up is because she got an education, but her education don't fucking suit her to no fucking thing. Because
we don't know. We don't know how she used to be as a doctor. We know she's not good in treating COVID, but we don't know how she used to be as a doctor.
Okay, look, no, and
she could have been the very best.
This is the one thing that we can say with authority too as well. She's not a good politician.
That's not her thing.
She is not a good politician.
That's not her thing.
Quit
your day job, please. Quit your day job.
You don't plan on staying where you at too long, do you? You making some fucking statements tonight, boy.
Nee,
yeah.
Het is een grapje, mensen.
Ja.
Het grapje, normaal, laat me het heel even uitleggen. Ik zal het even in het Nederlands uitleggen, want dat is mijn moedertaal. Het grapje is altijd, je zegt, don't quit your day job.
Ja, toch?
En in dit geval draaien we het even om. Oké, disclaimer done.
Alright, boom.
Zie je?
Nee, behouden niet,
maar yeah, and just to round it off, I'm gonna start a whole new discussion again probably, but the interesting part was, this whole thing happened. I was like, what is going to happen? What is going to happen?
Right.
How is the party going to react? And as I said before, The party distanced itself from her. Then I was like, okay, but
How much could they distance themselves though? I mean,
well, yeah, they don't agree with her policy, this, that, and then she came out, she sort of, I don't know if she apologized, but she came out with a story that she didn't know,
with this
and she's
last
learning,
one.
and she's something. Yeah, with this last one. But then I was like, okay, when is the other coalition partner going to say? Because this government is
pay and pay at this point.
of pay and pay,
Right.
and they late. So the party MFK, the party of the minister, came out with a press release early in the morning, and then pay and pay came in the early evening or late afternoon, whatever. So I was like, y'all been like, you should have been like 2 minutes after MFK. You should have renounced this shit.
Yeah.
But it is interesting because actually, in if I say more advanced democracies, then I'm again
denigrerend to us. Yeah.
But let's say in democracies that have a longer tradition, when your party and your government basically says we do not agree with this policy and this is bullshit,
lockstep,
you should leave. Dat is eigenlijk een motie van wantrouwen of een motie van afkeuring, whatever. It's a signal, like, we don't even, like, the whole government system is based on trust. And basically, when you renounce
break
someone,
the trust, like when
you're saying, well, we do not trust you anymore.
Right.
If you do not trust somebody, they should just get their stuff and leave. But this one is going to be like, floop, okay, eventjes, like you said, eventjes een drama. The day after tomorrow, we'll be on to the next drama.
Yeah, but that comes back down. Okay. Is this the last word? Is this like...
Yeah, I done.
You're done. Okay, so then let me say this one. There's like... What you just spoke about is a culture of accountability and less good, bad, or ugly, but we don't have that here. We don't have that right now.
I would not go as far as saying that.
Real talk, we got a culture of accountability here. Real talk. Just and not like the politically correct answer. Just what you see on the streets, what you look at every day, what you...
Okay, if, like, generally speaking, generalizing,
right,
even though we're not a monolith,
right,
indeed, we like to
let shit slide.
The responsibility.
Right. And I think that, for me at least, is the be-all, end-all. All this shit gonna happen because we don't hold nobody accountable. All this shit gonna happen. Foundations will lose fucking money. People will go to court and be asked to, not uphold. People are gonna jump through loopholes. Pawns are gonna be used. Why? Because nobody's accountable. Nobody's accountable. That's it.
How we change that?
We definitely don't change that in our lifetime. We change that with generations. But
what can we?
We start. No,
we're the elders.
No, all right, yeah, gray hair. Fuck it. No, all right. Before that we sign off, no bullshit to answer you. Because of course I've thought a lot about this. This is part of statescraft at this point, right? You change that by the means of upholding the idea. Just as you said, there's a trust within government. You need to trust your fucking citizenry as well. And we need to trust each other. And the only way that we trust each other is by upholding to particular standards. The standards of science, the standards of ethics, the standards of investigation and freedom of speech. Those three, I guess, are the start of, and not just a trust, but a belief. If you believe in these things heavy, if you know that these things work, if you know for yourself, it's been proven to yourself, these things work and everybody buys into the system, or the majority of us then rather, that we can hold, like 60% of us say like, yo, Joe, we don't believe in you, fuck you. Like, and like MFK feels it in the polls next go around. Like they might have been like elected now, but they don't even get one seat because of this shit. Because there's consequences to your dumb fuckery that has been going on. all of that. That is where you go. But to get to a point of science, to get to a point of education, to get to a point of all that shit, you need to start with being real with those around you and have that be a viral effect. You on your perch cannot get that done. I on my perch cannot get that done. It is all of us more or less at the same time. Certain kind of community leaders, preachers, whatever the fuck. These people at the same time, we all decide the fuckery stops here. Then we got a chance. But we all got to believe in the fuck. Not saying this, because I got some friends in PNP too, like as well. But if PNP don't hold MFK accountable, then that's just as bad. Like, you're part of the coalition, but by your silence, you uphold the thing. You're not condemning what's going on here.
Yeah, but I feel condemnation is not sufficient because now they condemn.
No, but
MFK
it's
condemned, PNP condemned, and that's it. We say, oh, vervelend, nooit meer doen, hè? No,
right,
I won't do it again.
But at the very least, as a start, you can, like, in them condemning, we can hold them accountable. Like, hey, I thought you said you didn't like it, and so thusly, if you don't prove your words to your action, then again, next go around, yo, Dread, you're not getting the vote. That's all it is. That is the accountability. That is the whole fucking go around of like accountability. If we don't do what we gotta do, we need to be vigilant and we need to keep them fucking vigilant. That's all it is. And to be fucking vigilant, you need to be on point. To be on point, you need to be fucking educated. That's what it is. You need to read. You need to be informed. You need to be able to pick sense of the nonsense, to see the play, and to see like, yo, Dread, these people are gonna do this just as you say. These people are gonna make this play in this way, and all of a sudden we're done, allegedly. All right. Before we get too far, and I think that we're done.
We done, man.
We done. Hey, folks, I definitely enjoyed the latter half of this one. Even the first half was a little bit stroof, but it's something that needed to be discussed.
For sure.
Right? But I still definitely enjoy my partner. We here. We always here. Yeah, guys. Let us know in the comments. Let us know about any of this, all of this, anything that you feel that we need to discuss. Feel free. Thank you to our partners for sure for the sponsorship where all this is concerned. Thank you to my lovely, lovely co-host. And will we see them next week?
I'm gonna be here.
I will be here too.
All right.
Will you be here? We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.
Deuces.